All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on in here, Mose. Get this show popping. What the deal, yo?
Yeah.
What going on, sir? All right, all right.
Good. I am good. I'm good.
For all the people who will be seeing this afterwards, welcome. Just waiting for some more people to get into chat right now. In the meantime, what we're going to do? We start at 5, so we got a minute or two. We're going to share the live. So this is intended for the people who will eventually come on.
Yep.
You know, share the live too. And even afterwards, if you're watching this afterwards, why don't you send it to somebody? You know what I mean? Let them know what we got going on. Maybe it's something that they will like. Because we are going to be talking comic books and pop culture. And what's not to like. So that's what I'm doing right here. You're going to see me. There'll be a few minutes of me staring at the screen, just like Mo's.
Well, not really, because what I'm going to do is actually what I find that I can't do the same. So what I'm going to do.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're using your other phone. All right, all right. I see what you're doing, fam. No?
Yeah, you got to do it that way. You got to try some, do some different things,
I like it. I like it. That's what we're going to do. In the meantime, though, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Mose, how are you?
Hey, good, man.
How are you?
Friday.
How are you, sir?
I mean, it's Sunday. I'm great.
What?
What if it's going to be better?
Hey. Got me for a second. I said Friday?
No.
Yeah, a whole different type of time.
I a little bit too happy because tomorrow, you know what tomorrow is.
Oh, I heard a little rumor, but we ain't going to get into that right now. We're going to wait till we get some people in here. Then we going to get into that.
It's all good.
We're going to get into that.
It's all good.
So my list is kind of long. Once again, for all the people who may be watching this and you want to fast forward, that's fine. That's okay. We're just sharing the live.
Yeah, we are sharing the live for
anybody who's coming into the chat. I can't see you. My apologies. I'm still sharing it. The list is long.
You probably might be sharing the same amount of people that I am sharing it to.
Yo, that's the thing. You might be getting 2 requests. You might be getting one from Mose. You might be getting one from me. But hey, if you're already in here,
don't
welcome.
Ignore it. Just yeah.
Apologies for that.
Yeah, we tend to take our job such serious. So
very much so.
A majority of y'all follow both me and Shawn. So if y'all see these messages coming at you sporadically, just know that we care because we value your input, and without y'all, we won't have a show. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, from Xion to y'all. Thank you for being
I feel the love.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel the love.
So, yeah. So yeah, we should be on. You got the topic for today, sir? Is it up? Do you have it on pin? On standby?
Monumental Moments in Comic Books, Part 2. Or Monumental Moments in Comics and Pop Culture, whichever.
Well, all the same to me, so it's all good. Just in case that person may not know what it is, I got to pin it.
You know how we do it.
You know how it is.
Yo, what's up, peoples? What's up? We about to get started in a sec. We just hanging out here on a Sunday. We're sharing the live. If you were in here, do the same thing too. Help us out. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. Share the live. tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell another friend.
Yeah. Send it to, a person you're interested in. You know what I mean? Say, hey, I was thinking about you. Send it to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever. You know what I mean?
Whoever, whatever. I mean, it's all good. Yeah.
This is a cool way to slide into somebody's DMs. You know, and be like, hey, remember that conversation we was having about comic books the other day? You should check this out. Next thing you know, y'all getting married. You're welcome. That's what we do. That's what we do.
I see what you did there.
Because we care.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
All right, this second list I'm sending it to is kind of long. I'm going to try to get through it quickly.
Yeah.
And
do that.
Then we can start the show. Almost send it back to myself.
I almost sent it to myself 4 times. So, understand that.
Yeah, comma D. All right, boom. I'm done on my end. How you feeling, Mos? You good on your end?
I still got some other people that I share on the other social platforms and stuff. So, yeah, I ain't done.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we're going to get it started while you do that. Oh, see that intro music. Oh, they want bars? They want bars? Oh, I said, y'all. I said, you know what? Nah. Y'all ain't ready. Oh, we are here. Super Bowl Sunday. I don't watch football. I'm here for y'all. I don't watch football. I'm here for y'all. Come on, listen, man. The gates of Zion are open. I am Shawn, Alleyne, a.k.a. MD Geist. Hot as Mephisto on the first date, but stay cool as Bobby Drake. Bars. With me as always.
The guy who sometimes wonder why he's in this show. Julian L. Mosely, a.k.a. Mose, spelled M-O-A-Z. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to actually be one of those guys who's like, why am I here again?
I appreciate it, Mose. Thank you so much for being here. And thank all of y'all for being here. Everybody who's in the chat, everybody who's watching this afterwards. We got a good show for y'all today. It is Sunday, so as always, it is the Xion Variety Show. We come on from 5 to 7. We got a bunch of good stuff for y'all. We're going to be having our usual discussion. We're going to be doing some trivia. We got a special guest. You might see me looking away every now and again. That is just me taking care of some stuff here on the computer. Moses, he's the executive producer. He's going to be looking away for a little bit too. So, don't worry about that. Yeah, but we here for y'all. Before we get into this, little disclaimer. You know what I mean? We got to make sure. I should say that the following show may contain trace amounts of cussing, silliness, rudeness, shenanigans, sexual innuendos, and strong opinions. The views expressed in this show by Julian and I do not represent the Xion Network as a whole. We just want to give you all a little escape from this crazy world and have some fun. So don't take ish too serious.
Nope.
Before we go any further, we got to do a special announcement. Mose, it's your birthday tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Y'all show some love in here for the greatest co-host in the world. Show some love for Mose. Happy birthday in advance, fam. How you feeling?
Thank you.
Hey, man, listen, we here. Happy birthday in advance. What you got planned? What you doing?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. COVID has absolutely messed with all my plans.
Okay.
Everything.
Right. Okay.
I have plans to do dinner, chill, sip some wine, just, laugh with my mother and stuff, because we were trying to go out and just chill for a bit, you know what I mean? Just to, I'm going to be 36. I don't even know I don't look this way. I'm 36, so we're just kind of like, and why not spend it with the person who actually bring me into this earth, right? My mother.
Right.
It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But then
it's beautiful.
Then all of a sudden, lockdown happened. Or pause.
Yeah.
Therefore, put all my plans on pause. So therefore, I need to pause myself and chill the hell out.
That's all right, man. But you're staying safe, man. That's the most important thing. You're helping everybody else out, man. So that's what it's about on here. So happy birthday in advance, man. We about to get into our main topic, and then we are going to bring on our special guest around 5:30, a legend in the industry, a man by the name of Aaron Beatty. Can't wait to talk to him more. But our main discussion of the night, this is part 2 of the discussion we started last week. For those of you who were here with us last week, it was Monumental Moments in Comics. And I did not pin it, Mose. All right? Don't judge me. Don't do that. All right?
Damn.
I think you wrote it in, right? I feel like you did.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Oh, that's right. I do. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, thank you. We are going to be talking about, we're going to expand on that a little bit, and we're going to also cover monumental moments in pop culture. And we want to hear from you. You are the third part of this show, so we want to hear what are some of your favorite moments in comic books, like monumental moments, though, all right? Not just favorite, because favorite is like, yeah, you know, this person got a cool costume. That's cool. But we talking about major changes in the industry, things that really put the comic book industry in a whole pivot. You know what I mean? So we want to hear from y'all. Mose, you want to set it? You want to start off? You want me to start off, man? What you want to
do? You start, cause you know me still, working.
Yeah. I don't really stop in seconds anyway. You know what I mean? Let me be first. This is a moment for me. I love comic books, as y'all know, man. And when comic books for a while was the regular superhero stuff, right? But when I read this particular book, comics weren't the same for me. I'm talking about Watchmen. I'm talking about the dropping of the Watchmen graphic novel. Incredible. Superheroes, but done from an adult viewpoint. All hail Alan Moore. The man is incredible. He's a genius. I truly believe that we have a few moments, like a few rare glimpses into the mind of God and genius, actual geniuses. And Alan Moore, I think, is a genius. And we could, you know, whether you're a fan of comic books or not, I think you could give any person the Watchmen, and it elevates the art form of comic books, right? Mm-hmm. And let's not talk about Dave Gibbons, the artist on Watchmen. Just incredibly detailed work, and not even detailed like Travis Charest, you know, he'll draw the grains on a piece of wood, right? You're talking about as far as like the amount of information that was packed into a panel. You know what I mean? The storytelling, just a master craftsman. The ending. I don't know if some people, you know, there's still people that haven't read Watchmen. Maybe you watched it. Maybe you saw the Zack Snyder movie. I thought it was alright. It's hard to translate to something as epic as the Watchmen, but and even comic books in general. It's hard to do a comic book movie sometimes and really hold true to the essence of the comic book, right?
Right.
But I thought the Watchmen movie was pretty good. And let's not talk about the incredible HBO series. Fantastic. And the ending, the twist with Ozymandias. Come on, Mose. You got to put that up there on your list. You got to put it up there on your list. Talk to me.
Yes. Yeah. I got one that I definitely put on a high regard. Like, it is something that I never thought I'd read, but when I read it, I can understand why it's up there. Dark Knight Returns.
Okay. All right, you coming heavy with it. I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, years after Batman had retired, Gotham has not been the same, and then for some reason Batman had to return to what he is. But obviously he's old and he's battle worn. But That brain's still sharp.
Right,
And to
right.
see Frank Miller depict Batman as that, Bruce Wayne as Batman as one, because technically we all know that he definitely was none of the two. He was like trying to be not. He was not Bruce Wayne trying to be Batman. He's Batman trying to be Bruce Wayne. Let's get let's be right. And
Right.
this one is one all the same. In this one, it was all the same to me. But the ending though, that was phenomenal. That was phenomenal because that's a good, and that's what we call a good ending to any saga, right? To any part series.
One of my
We had
favorite
mention
moments in there was the fight between Batman and Superman.
Listen to
That
me.
was one of my favorite moments.
I seen it as it has translated from the comic to the cartoon, the animated movie. Seeing that page, seeing that Batman took the right hand of him and swing it into Superman's jaw. That same exact moment is to see it on paper.
Mose, I did it again. You wrote it, right? You wrote the topic, right? I did it again.
Here we go.
Wait, no?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Don't do
There
that.
it is.
Don't be that guy.
Catch it. Catch it.
Let me see. Let's see. Let's see.
Catch it.
Ah! Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I tried to catch it. Just say, boom. For everybody who's coming in, joining us, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm aware that it's Super Bowl Sunday, but you know, we here for y'all, right?
Yeah.
This is the Xion Network Monumental Moments in Comics Part 2. We started it last week. We talk about some of our groundbreaking favorite moments in comic books, right? Not just the typical stuff like, oh, this person get a little power upgrade. That's cool, but we talking real shit, right? So far on the list, we got Watchmen, we got Dark Knight Returns, all right? Back when I actually liked Frank Miller. I got another one.
Shit, I know what it is.
I should get my shares too, Mose. I want to start rocking shares too. When we doing stuff like that. It is what it is. I'm going to get into that.
Hang on. I've never seen real shares in your for how long I've seen you before.
Why should I, fam? You see these chestnuts? You see these beautiful golden chestnuts right here? Why would I deny the world of that? Why would I deny y'all of that pleasure?
I can't see it. I couldn't see it because it was like too far in here. It was like this. I couldn't see you do all that shit.
Okay.
It was like, yeah.
Okay.
You see this? You see this? No, I can't see it.
You've seen them in person. You're welcome.
Why should I be welcome? Why? I ain't a woman. I didn't need to see all you always time, fam. But anyhow, go ahead.
I got another one for you, fam.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if y'all going to agree with this one. The introduction of Venom. The introduction of the symbiote, the black symbiote suit. Talk to me.
Yeah, I agree.
When Spider-Man went all black, and then we're led from that. No, here's the problem. I feel it went too far because now, you know, we got the whole crossover in Marvel with No and the whole symbiote war and all that. Nonsense, right? But the introduction of the black costume, the symbiote, and Venom, tell me that's not a pivotal moment in comic books.
It is. That is totally, but honestly, right? The symbiote, yes, but the actual character, that took a whole life, literally.
You talk about Venom?
Venom.
Thank
himself,
you. You get where it's coming from.
Right? Because the symbiote was just part of it. But when it bonded to Eddie Brock, became Venom.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
And that came out, I want to go take it a step further. I want to say that came out of another major moment in comic books. Something that we talked about on the show before, Secret Wars. Back before major events was a weekly thing. You know what I mean? Back when it meant something, when there was a massive crossover. I had never seen anything like Secret Wars. I didn't even need the sequels. I didn't need Secret Wars 2. I didn't need the revamped version. Secret Wars, the introduction is symbiote, and then eventually, like you said, him bonding to Eddie Brock. That whole moment in comic books, incredible. Because right around then too. Wait, there was the introduction of Todd McFarlane, and that when he was drawing Spider-Man and drawing Venom. Oh my God!
It ties in. It ties in. It ties in. It ties
comic
in.
book gold. There was nothing like that. Now, once again, remember, we want to hear from y'all. Put it in the chat. What are some of y'all favorite moments, monumental moments in comic books? Not just, somebody got a new pair of shoes or something that. We want to hear, like, real stuff. I saw some earlier. I see some people agreeing. Okay, Tracy, you coming on with the hit. I see you on here talking about Instagram using deep fit filters. That's funny. That's all right. That's all right. I don't think there's a filter alive that can make you look thinner, but that's all right. Let's see. All right, people agreeing about Watchmen. And then we want to have such books as Jupiter's Legacy, Invincible, The Pearl, and so on. So on.
It's true.
It's true. It's true. What you got, Moles? You got another one? Oh, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, that was fun.
Doom becoming Iron Man. Oh, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that as a major pivotal moment. You got to expand on that a little bit further. What makes Doom becoming Iron Man a pivotal moment in comic books, a monumental moment in comic books? I don't know. I don't really see that.
I wouldn't. It was something I had earlier. It just came across my point. VT Hero says Avengers versus X-Men.
I don't know, VT. I don't think that's that monumental. I think that's another superhero fight.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I like this though. I like this participation.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, Mose, go ahead.
It is. I was thinking about, the Clone Saga in Spider-Man, but
monumental because it was trash. I said it.
I was gonna go there too, the same, right? But
because something can be so bad that it's monumental. You know what I mean? That's one more day.
Another thing too. Oh my God, that's not
right. I mean, so it's monumentally bad. So there's the other side of it. Like, never do that again. Let that be a lesson. So, Fabian dropping some bangers. Fabian said, "Death of Gwen Stacy." Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I agree.
Of course.
The death and return of Superman. We talked about that last week.
That was one of my picks. Age of Apocalypse. That's a damn story. That's a damn. As an X-Men fan, I believe that is a.
That's a bar. Age of Apocalypse. Yep. What?
Yep.
Oh, that was incredible. You can't tell me nothing with that drop, fam.
Honestly, right? That gave me so much more respect for Magneto. I'm gonna tell you because he faced Apocalypse alone. And he was getting his ass handed easily. And then Apocalypse had this point where he was monologuing for a while, and he was trying to figure out why you're not fighting. I said, because I am concentrating. I ripped Apocalypse in half. Woo! I was like, yeah.
I said, yo. Woo! That's a bar. Woo! Oh my God. So many good moments. Like, and this is the thing, like, even simple little things, like, about that story. Wolverine with one hand, right? And then later on, he still popped the claws from the stump.
Yeah, exactly. Because you knew
stuff like that.
Because there was
incredible
a point. Yeah, it was a point where you knew that Cyclops and Wolverine had fought. Because obviously Cyclops had one eye now and Wolverine had one hand. You didn't even know exactly what was gonna happen until Wolverine was like, all right, yeah, lucky enough, me and Cyclops I fought, but I was good enough or trained enough to know that when he did that attack, I had to pull in my claws. So people think up to this day I don't have claws in this. Shake your life.
Go. All in the guts.
Over.
All up in there. Hold all of these blades. And here's another thing too, because I always, for me, this is what made stuff monumental, right? This is the level we taking it to, right? Not just from the storytelling element. When you can have like a two-hitter and do it from a business side, one of the things that Marvel did for the Age of Apocalypse was that they canceled the X-Men books, right? And this was back before they had, we had all this fancy Instagram and all these websites that would tell you small stuff for you, right? Nobody knew what was going on. And they relaunched the X-Men books with new titles as number ones, as if Age of Apocalypse was a real thing. That type of marketing strategies is the stuff I love about what you can do with comic books and any medium. You know what I mean? Don't just tackle it from the basic side. Oh, let's introduce a new storyline and some new characters. Transform the industry and make it an event. So when they canceled the books and brought them back as new things, it felt this is different. It felt like this isn't what we will be accustomed to. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was what made it monumental. That was incredible, man. I think my favorite. What was your favorite series other than Moles? I think for me it was Generation. Was it the Generation X book?
Generation X.
It was the one where Colossus had like a headband.
Yeah, that one. But I think it was Generation X, was it?
I guess there was some bangers in there, though, man.
I was just following where Wolverine was doing, what Wolverine was doing at the time. Because this moment was it for me. When he actually jumped, he was going after somebody, and he jumped into a burning blip in behind somebody, and then he came on the other side, torn, tattered. I think he was looking for Jean Grey at the time, and after that, you could see all the flesh and everything else. And this is the first time I've ever seen Wolverine went that far in terms of to find someone to actually get into danger, put himself in danger, and you can actually see him actually his flesh being burnt off and stuff like that. He's just looking for Jean crazy, and then he jumped right out again. It's like, yo, that is madness. I haven't seen it, and the art was done by, I could be wrong. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not. I think it was Adam Kubert. I think he had done that.
I want to say Adam Kubert. I always get him and his brother Andy Kubert mixed up with these styles sometimes.
Andy's Andy's at DC currently.
Right.
So majority of everything I saw Adam had done was always X-Men stuff. I don't think I've seen him done Superman. Any X-Men I had probably collected over the years or read. Adam was always there to actually see it. So it's like,
y'all dropping some bangers in here for real. I can't shade. He said the Phoenix Saga. Yes, that is.
I read that.
Injustice run. I don't know about the Injustice run. Injustice. I don't know about that one. That ain't ringing a bell. Versus, yes, you say you need to drop a YouTube video on why Doom becoming Iron Man was so monumental. Please do. Help me out. I saw some other ones in here. The Onslaught Saga. Heroes Reborn.
Heroes Reborn, because I think I mentioned that the last time.
Okay, right. Yeah, that was incredible.
Because X-Men was still in their pocket. The thing is that the Avengers and the other and Fantastic Four were dropping sales, so they actually had to reboot those. But the X-Men were still up, so they had put Onslaught to actually reset, or Franklin Richards in this case reset the Avengers and Fantastic Four books. So that's we had Heroes Reborn.
Right. And then they had
which had some good art actually afterward. It came out afterwards, so it was cool. Except that one time.
I don't care what nobody said about Rob Liefeld, right? When he was doing Heroes Reborn stuff, like that was some of his best work. I know.
I don't know,
We getting
fam.
along,
I don't
but
know.
here is what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. I
What
don't
we got
know,
here?
cause
There's a Future Past. Classic. That was monumental. I
okay,
think because
not
I
even.
think was that the first time they did a storyline like that? If that's
Yes,
what because y'all could tell us why y'all think is monumental as well. Fabian said, "New 52 monumental trash for the most part." Don't be like that. Don't be like that, Fabian. Don't be that person, man. That's messed up. Yo, VT Heroes, Jay says, shout out to Jay. He said, went on slot, punched Hulk so hard that him and Banner split. Yo,
that
yes,
was it. That was
yo.
it.
Wait a second. Who was the person? What was the catalyst of? What was the start of the whole Heroes Born thing? Was it when Juggernaut landed and he was mangled? Wasn't that something? Was that the start of it? And it was like, yo, who the hell could punch the Juggernaut or could like destroy the Juggernaut? Y'all let me know if I'm wrong.
Juggernaut?
I feel it started off with the Juggernaut getting effed up.
Cause he was coming to the X-Men for help because
Right,
he knew that something was happening.
right,
And he came. He showed up on doors. He showed up on their doors, calling, "Mash right the fuck up!
right.
Believe you me." And Gambit and Bishop was there. That she's like, "Yo, what's happening here?" I don't know. If he's scared of something, we gotta be scared. Period.
Exactly.
There's nothing stopping the Juggernaut. Nothing. So if he's here, scared, shitless, yeah, we in trouble.
Yo, I listen, this is why I love doing this show, man. Talking about these moments, taking back in history, monumental moments in
Oh yeah.
comics and pop culture, yo. But we got more to talk about. We're gonna get into it once we come back. But we're gonna take a second right here. We are going to our bringing our special guest on. Keep the comments rolling. Moles is going to step off for a second. He's going to be behind the scenes doing his executive producer stuff while we bring on our special guest, Mr. Aaron Beatty. Y'all in for a treat. Thank y'all for joining us. Moles, we'll see you in a sec.
Yep, I'll be back soon.
All right. So, for those of you who just joined us, please do us a favor, share the broadcast. You know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend, invite them in, all that good stuff. We're about to bring on our special guest right now, a man who is a legend in this industry, Mr. Aaron Beatty. This man should be joining us any second right now. Hopefully it connects because sometimes we have some technical issues here. So Aaron, if you are in, I just sent you a request on your official February. That's a mouthful. It always gets me. February page. All right. Okay. It says we're waiting. I sent a request. So hopefully you can pick up. All right, Aaron. Okay. Some connection issues. This is what happens with technology, people. This is what happens when you're live. I apologize, Hopefully I'm not seeing, it's not connecting. It's not connecting. Shout out to Mike Colston for the beat, by the way. Journeyman artist, J-Man artist. Go follow him. All right. It says he's unable to join, but going to try it again.
Hey,
Oh, yes, sir.
what's going on, Mr.
brother? We are here. We made it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We did not
You're
let
back.
technology get the best of us.
All right, all right. How you be?
Listen, man, I'm alive and blessed. You know me, fam. Every day I wake up is a blessing. How are
Yes,
you?
I'm
You all right?
great. I'm great.
All
Everything's.
right.
Oh yeah.
So, everyone, you're in for a treat today. This man, definitely legendary. If he was in a comic book, he would have been the person that punched Juggernaut and made him land in front of the X-Men mansion. That's how monumentous this man is. This is how incredible he is. All right, people? I want you to understand who you have in your IG airwaves. Mr. Aaron Beatty, show this man some love. Let's do some digital hearts in here, some claps for this man. Thank you so much for being here, Aaron.
Tail end of that conversation that you're having about the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is definitely a force to be reckoned with. That's a high cotton compliment. I appreciate that, but I think I would take I take a mud stomp. But anyway, keep it moving.
Well, thanks, man. So, for everyone who may not be aware of your legacy, tell the people, who is Aaron Beatty?
Well, Aaron Beatty. Aaron Beatty is a jack of all trades and a guy who is trying to be as competent and go for as much mastery and as many as I can. Done more than my share of illustration work in publication, especially in the Philly area. Taught in the independent African schools throughout the city. I've done my share of that, and that's very fulfilling. And somewhere along the line, I've done some comics. Been involved with a few startup ventures, some of them that have not kicked off as well as they could or shouldn't, which has been a valuable lesson on how the game is played, especially when it comes to independent comics, independent Black comics, and it's just been valuable. I mean, absolutely valuable. I've had the opportunities to work with a lot of fantastic creators, as well as some industry icons that have helped me in my creative process. One being Paris Cullen, who I've been associated with for the last almost 40 years, since I was a young man. He
Shout out to Paris.
Heavily. So shout out to Paris Cullens, wherever you are, my brother. I would love to hear from you. If you are watching this, know that, your young boy, who's not so much of a young boy anymore, has got much love and respect for you. Another shout out to my main man and business partner now, creative partner, Mr. Reggie Byers. Can't leave him out.
Right.
We are currently working on revamping our book Crescent. We're looking to have that out sometime in 2021. So that is a long time coming. And it's going to be exciting. I just can't say any more about it. It's going to be exciting. So please.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Let's go back a little bit then. Because you mentioned some of the stuff that you worked on, right? Let's talk about some of the projects that you've worked on in the past that maybe you're most proud of.
Crescent is one. And that particular book is something that has left a mark, at least for me, and left a mark in terms of just learning how a small press or a small print project can have a major impact and still create some buzz, even 20 plus years later. With Robert Campanella, another shout out to a Philly bad behind inker, Robert Campanella. I've done background assistant inking with him on a couple of different projects, primarily the Damian Scott run on Batgirl, primarily Robin. So I've had my hands on that work, which was incredible. And going back to the stuff I did with Paris, there was one point when he was doing a lot of adult stuff. And I had my hands on some of that stuff, primarily stuff he's doing with Penthouse Comics. So that was really exciting because I had.
I remember Penthouse Comics.
I know, right?
Yeah. I think I still got some stuff in the basement. We ain't gonna get into that.
TMI, brother, TMI.
I'm just saying. So with you working, like being a legend in the industry, working on all of this stuff. You mentioned some of the startup companies that you formed that maybe didn't work out the way you wanted to, right? What would you say is one of the most valuable lessons you've learned from working in the industry so long and working on some of these startup companies?
The biggest lesson is stay persistent. And just because one venture doesn't work doesn't and shouldn't debase you as a creative, and definitely shouldn't debase you as since we're speaking man to man, but no matter who you are in terms of where you are, it shouldn't debase you as a man, shouldn't debase you as a woman, shouldn't debase you however nowadays with gender fluidity, however you identify yourself in terms of gender. It shouldn't debase you in any way, shape, or form when you go through these challenges, because ultimately these challenges are the things that galvanize your resolve. And in galvanizing your resolve, it should sharpen the steel that makes you who you are.
Yeah. And I like that you said that too, because I feel like a lot of people sometimes they get caught up in what they should be or where they should be in terms of like their career and stuff like that. So I think that's invaluable to let people know, like, because you said you got more projects coming up, right? You
Yes,
got
sir.
Crescent that you're working on,
Yes.
and the thing that you started last year, February. I keep messing it up.
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's all right.
So tell us in your own words about February.
It's cool. It is what it is. And I'm sorry, you had I guess somewhere in there was a question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my fault. No, I would say in your words, you tell us about February. What was the inspiration for that, and where do you want to see it go?
All right, got it. Well, February was something that kind of happened really off the cuff. Last year, another shout out to another homie, another brother in the struggle. My main man, Akishaye Brown. I know you out there, brother. Where you at, brother? I know you is. Just say something. But he hosted along with Yumi Odom and Maurice Waters. They hosted a pop-up con at the Afro-American Museum in Philly. I was invited. You were there, so you witnessed it to some extent. My main Byers was there, so we all were in the room. And we're just doing what we do. We talk. We're just kind of BSing a little bit, and long and short, it just kind of clicked at that con that there had to be something that spoke to what I believe are my interests, and also in the process of my interests, maybe mutual interests of other creatives, to create some type of prompt list that celebrates not just independent creations of people of African descent and their work and their characters, but also something that works in conjunction with Black History Month. So long and short, that's how it clicked. And initially, I wish I had my notebook, but I don't have it with me. Initially, in the process of coming up with the inaugural prompt list, I was gonna keep it really DIY, brother. I was just gonna put up a piece of like 8x10 notebook paper, post the list, and say, "Yo, here it is." But going back to my man Akishaye Brown, just because we had the conversation, he was inspired to conceive a logo for me, and that made it not just official in terms of giving a sort of identity, but it made it official because it's like, oh, since this man did this for me, I can't be fooling around. So let's go.
Right.
So that was last year, and last year's launch, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the different creatives, some of them I know, some of them I have some association with. I didn't know how folks would respond. I didn't know how other creative individuals who were inspired by the prompts would respond. But the response has been phenomenal. Last year's response, and then the plan was, of course, to keep it moving, because we creators, especially creators of African descent, we got stuff going on. We got projects. We got people that need to wave our flags. We got people that need to get their roses while they're still alive.
So what was that? Was that the major? Was that the major, the foundation of it? Of like, you want to showcase indie characters? Because why not say, hey, just Black characters in general?
Primarily, Black independent creative properties created primarily by people of African descent. Primarily, you notice on this year's list, there's Saber, Paul Gullisy and Don McGregor's Saber, and there's a reason why. Don McGregor, his legacy as not only as a writer, but also, for lack of a better word, an ally, cultural ally, with his writing on Black Panther, the Jungle Action series of Panther's Rage, the same storyline that was instrumental in the first Black Panther film, and Saber. Those things automatically make him somebody that is an ally. His character, that particular book, if he didn't do anything else, that says it all.
So I just, for the people who may not know, because the name didn't instantly come to mind. So I'm assuming then that's the writer. He's Caucasian.
Yes.
And then so the character Saber, who I can't off the top of my head see, I'm getting confused with another character. But the character is a Nubian character or a Black character.
Yes.
Right. So for you, it was important to just showcase indie Black characters as a whole.
As a whole.
No.
Just to give some more insight on Saber. Saber was published originally by Eclipse Comics back in 78 or 79, I believe. It was the character was released as a graphic novel format, which was a first at the time. And it just showcased, once again, Don McGregor's writing and Paul Gulacy's artwork, which is just dynamite. I mean, you know, if you talk about somebody who mastered photorealism and traditional comic storytelling, Paul Gulacy is the man. Period. End of story.
So I know there are a lot of other prompts out there. You know, we got Inktober, there's like Halloween, you know, there's all these different art prompts, right? With February, I feel like I gotta breathe my tongue every time I say it. Was, you know, with it being the independent characters, with it being independent Black characters, did you anticipate any kind of pushback? Did you feel like maybe, you know, people would be like, oh, why is it gotta be like this? I mean, it is a safe bet to do it in Black History Month. But was there a part of you that was like, is there going to be a negative reaction? What was your thought around that? Or did you not care?
It'll be completely, it'll be really cocky for me to say that I didn't care. And you know me well enough to know that I have that cocky side. But all that said, it was something I did consider, but not in the front of my mind. It was sort of like in the back of my mind, somewhere in the recesses of my thought process. And if there was any type of pushback, whether it's a character prompt or the social political context, there's always going to be a pushback when it comes to us from time to time in some of the moves that we make creatively. Just got to keep it moving and keep it moving without any regret. Like I said before, keep it moving and let this be the thing that strengthens your resolve to keep it on.
What ultimately do you want to see come from this? Because I know Inktober now is probably the biggest art prompt in the world, right? And we actually discussed a project that came out of Inktober on last week's show. The book, The Diary of a Mad Black Werewolf. And the creator took the prompts from Inktober and she turned it into an actual comic book. Where do you see February going? What would be the ultimate vision for you?
The ultimate vision would be, one of them anyway, would be to use February as a network. For others to keep in touch with the other creators, to see where things are in their lives with their work. If writers are looking for artists, you have an open resource. If artists are looking to collaborate on projects, you have a resource. You can get in there. You can talk to this person, DM them, chat them up, and use that as a resource. At some point, I would like to. And one of the goals is to start creating art books using the stuff that's been posted, and also to use as a way just to further promote us, further promote not just the characters, because the characters are a gateway to what the various creative people are doing. That'll be the bridge for other folks, like I said, connect, and to also connect, promote, and to, I guess, for lack of a better word, propagate themselves in different aspects of the industry. So that's part of our goals. And if I am able to benefit in some way out of it, cool. I've done my job. I've done my job for circles. I've done my job for myself.
Two things real quick for everybody who's now joining us. We are here with Mr. Aaron Beatty, Philadelphia treasure. If you have any questions or comments for him, please put them in the chat. We want to make sure that we hear from you as well. Also, shout out to Akenshie, who provided us with the name Michelin, Ms. Michelin Hess, who is the creator of Diary of a Mad Black Werewolf. Thank you so much for that. But I like what you said as far as using February to introduce people to characters maybe they didn't know about, or to just spotlight these characters, because, you know, here on the Xion Network, one of the things that's so important for us is building a network, right? And I know for you, you've been a part of so many instrumental moments in Philadelphia history, and with Etbach and all these places. And I want to say thank you, because you were the person that saw a young Shawn and say, hey, I want to bring you on to my company. I want to team you up. And you introduced me to Karan Curtis. Shout out to my boy Karan Curtis, who brought me on to work on his character and his book, A Hero's Diary. And from there, then, you know, little mini steps to Street Team, right? But going back real quick to that group that you brought me into, Grits and Gravy, right? What is the future of Grits and Gravy? Is it still a thing? Do you want to bring it back, or what was that? Because, all right, you know what? Let's start from, what was Grits and Gravy, and do you want to bring it back?
All right, good questions, very and fair questions, and
that was from Karan. Karan hit me up and was like, "Yo, you gotta ask Aaron about Grits and Gravy, yo." I said, "All right, you know what? So this is for you, Ron." He said, "Put you on the spot. Tell the people what was Grits and Gravy." And
all right, that's cool, brother Karan. It's good to hear that, you know, you put me on blast like that, and it's good to know, because that's how you get down. I know, but
you know how he is.
Yes, I do. And just to give a little bit of background on how that went. So as I recall and understand it, Grits and Gravy magazine that we started back in 2006, 2007, and it was the brainchild of Paris Collins. The goal being that it would be a studio magazine that spotlighted the different members of our studio, which was Maximum Overtime Productions. And the end goal of the magazine was combination heavy metal meets vibe. That's what we were going for.
Okay.
Tabletop, you know, old school tabletop type magazines, like in the vein of like Rolling Stone back in the day, or Vibe, or Ebony, before the magazine shrank to take up less space. In book magazines back in the day, you can put stuff on a magazine rack and could be as big or as small as you want it to be. But nowadays, between print almost like a dinosaur, and print revenue dying because of the internet, technology keeps it moving. The formats have changed drastically. So that was the goal. It was basically the crew, and we did our best to make stuff happen. And we put one issue out that did see the light of day, although limited distribution, and there was another issue that was in the can. As far as getting for lack of a better word, getting the band together so that Maximum Overtime Studios and Grits and Gravy can go forward in some other carnation. I don't see that happening realistically. However, we know different members of Maximum Overtime Studio. We still keep up with each other in some way, shape, or form or fashion.
Okay.
I finished talking to Christopher Taylor, who was the primary architect designing the magazine. He is it was brilliant. I mean, there's another way I can put it about Chris. Chris is, we all have our strengths. We all have our levels of brilliance. Chris is brilliant, period.
Yeah.
And no rap. And if you don't know, I suggest anybody that's out there in the Instagram-averse, if you want to see what Chris Taylor's work looks like, I believe his Instagram tag is Alpha CMT 001. And yes, I'm doing it with my eyes closed because I'm trying to picture what it is. But yeah, if you look up Chris Taylor, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. But
okay.
I don't see it, but I do see smaller projects, and maybe not so smaller projects where at least I'll make an effort to collaborate with my old studio partners. It's time for no other reason.
Okay.
Because we all just gel. It was just fun working with them, and we all need to give each other, like I said before, continue to give each other our due.
So, with that spirit in mind, then I know that you said you mentioned Crescent. What else is coming out from the mighty Aaron Beatty?
Well, let me get back to Crescent. Crescent, I'll just say that Crescent is something. The goal with Crescent from Reggie Byer, it'll be a book where we're doing split stories. He'll be writing and illustrating one story. I'll be writing and illustrating, which is, I see that. Thank you, Shaq. But
he's on it, bro. We gotta make a Kenshi an executive producer or something. He killing it.
So we're doing 2 split stories. I'm, like I said, Reggie's writing and illustrating one. I'll be writing and illustrating another. In some way, we'll do what I can with coalesce congruent story so that one reader won't be like, oh, gee, that's Reggie's story and this is Aaron's story, and they're separate stories and they don't make any sense whatsoever. So that's the goal. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see with the writing side how things are going to go, and the illustration style is going to be completely different, but it's going to be fun stuff, I guarantee. The other book, long time coming project, going to be seeing the light of day. To work with Actual Press, Carlos Jazang. Carlos Jazang has a media side that he does called Abyssinia Media. The book I'll be working on with Carlos is The Conquering Lion. That's also a character prompt for this year's Crescent. A lot of stuff is kind of like low key, but we'll be posting work. I'll be posting design sheets, so anybody's wondering, oh, gee, what's this character look like? I'll be posting design sheets, so nobody will be going through a whole bunch of foolishness discovering where the work is or how the character looks and stuff. Right. I helped one character over 20 years ago, doing some inking, so I'll primarily be inking the book. And if everything goes well, my daughter, who's brilliant as a colorist, among other things in terms of comic storytelling, we'll talk about her legacy later. That's a whole other discussion. But long and short, she'll be coloring the book. So
y'all, I don't think they know how big that is right there, people. Listen, let me just take one quick second. How old is your daughter again, Aaron?
She's 23.
23, and she is miles beyond some artists that are twice her age. She is phenomenal. People, y'all have to realize. Is she on Instagram? Does she have a social media?
She is. Damali's.
Right. Say again?
Damali's Head. That's Damali, DAMLAISHED. Damali's Head.
All right, we're gonna put that in the chat. That actually might be. I'm gonna put her in my official shout out. We do a spotlight every spotlight every episode, and we showcase 2 artists. She's gonna be my second one right there. Aaron, I can't believe it, man. We are about to run out of time. I told you it goes by quickly, bro.
Yeah, you did.
So, you know, we got so much more show to do. But before we get out of here, man, any last words? Anything that you wanna bless the people with? Anything that you wanna leak? Anything? The floor is yours.
I think, like Michael Stipe said, the REM song "Losing My Religion." Oh no, I said too much. I haven't said enough. I'm thankful for the opportunity to have this conversation with you. I'm happy to be in a position where I'm included in just a phenomenal group of creatives, interviewees that you've had the chance to talk to. This is great. I appreciate it tremendously. I appreciate just being able to at least shed a small bit of light on what I've done, what I'm doing, and where things are going to go with some stuff moving forward. I just
well, you already know, bro. This is home. So whenever the next project lands, Crescent, whatever it is, we're gonna bring you back on, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this again. We also have a custom here on the show, right? That we do a little trivia. You know, we like to give back to the people. So if it's cool with you, you know, can you stick around for a couple more minutes while we do a little trivia with the audience?
Sure.
Oh yeah, people listening, we're being blessed. All right, so
might give me 20 life, but okay. All right.
So wait, so the thing is, we're not gonna quiz you, right? The questions aren't for you; they're gonna be for the audience. So you don't gotta worry. All right. But this is one of the things we like to encourage people to come on from the beginning of the interview, because you never know what the question is going to be. All right. So hope y'all ready. Okay. I'm going to give a question. The first two people to put the answer in the chat, you win. It's that easy. All right. I figure we'll start with the easy one, Aaron. Okay. It's going to be an easy one for them. I want y'all to name, the question is, name 2 books Aaron has worked on. Name 2 of the comic books. He mentioned some of them before. All right. He mentioned them in the interview. Maybe you might got to do a Google search. You know what I mean? For the people who want to make sure. Right. But name 2 books Aaron has worked on or that he has coming up. Because he did mention the name of something, of a project in the works. I think that's a good one, Aaron. I think that's an easy one to start them off with. Right. Okay. So we're looking for the first 2 people in the chat to name 2 books Aaron has worked on in his long history too. He named a book. I'm going to give y'all a name. I'm going to help y'all. He named a book that Damian Scott worked on. Shout out to Damian Scott. He named that he did some inks for Paris Cullens. Okay. All right. You can even type his name in, and you'll see. I'm sure you'll see a long list of titles. All right.
I don't know about all that, but you'll find some. You'll find some. You might find some.
And Aaron, you said we could bless him. Are we gonna bless him with some exclusive, like Aaron Beatty work, some inks or some pencils or something?
Good question. I'm looking right now, and I mentioned, I don't know if anybody out there is following what I'm doing with Heruary. I mentioned before that I've been moving kind of like at a really snail's pace on some of this stuff. But I'm moving.
Oh, we getting an exclusive? We getting to see some art?
What I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry about the Heruary stuff per se, but I'm going to show some digital stuff I'm working on. Stuff for a collage book that I'm looking to release. Okay, come on.
Oh, back it up a little bit, Aaron, and raise it up. Raise it up. Yeah. Oh, and now come forward. I got you. Yeah, right there. Oh, well, for me, anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, that's gorgeous. Y'all people don't
this is stuff I'm
understand. Do
working
y'all
on.
see what we have on the show? Do y'all get? You think we just pulling these people randomly, right? No. This is hand selected genius right here. All right.
Another image.
I need them. I need that on my wall. I need that hanging up on my wall.
This
Do
is
y'all
just
see?
some of the
Wait,
stuff.
I don't know if they wait. Why don't we have an answer yet? Are y'all serious? Come on, people. Come on. I gave y'all a clue. Name 2 books Aaron has worked on. All right. Come on now. We got Google for a reason. All right. Aaron mentioned a book with Damian Scott. All right. He mentioned a book with Paris, and he also mentioned a book that he has coming out. All right. So come on, y'all. And I thought that was the easy one, because I got another one. I was like, oh, this is going to be harder. I don't know if they're going to get this one. So this was the warm up. All right. Now, if you won last week and you feel like, oh, I can't compete this week, you can. We could gift it. You could play it, and then we could gift it to somebody else. All right. So you're going to be getting some exclusive stuff. All right. You're going to be getting some exclusive stuff, people. I mean, even my boy Mikey. Mikey, we got you stumped? We got you stumped this week, fam? All right, I'm going to give it a few more seconds. If nobody comes in, right, with the answer, I'm going to switch the question for y'all. Maybe y'all was, maybe y'all didn't catch that part. Maybe y'all didn't catch that part because you were focused on February. All right. Going, gone. I'm going to give y'all another one, man, because we can't let that beautiful Aaron Beatty art go to waste. Here's another one. February. Help me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, Aaron. The first part, Heru, is the name of an Egyptian deity. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Okay, all right. So Heru, right, is one of the most prominent deities in Egyptian mythology, right? And he's often depicted having a human form with the head of a certain creature. Tell me what that creature is. The first 2 people to tell me what creature Heru is depicted as, you win some beautiful Aaron Beatty work. That was the warm-up question for the first one was a warm-up question. So I'm thinking this one is harder. I'm nervous. I don't know if they're gonna get this one, Aaron. All right. I don't know if they're gonna get this one. Maybe a lot of people, have y'all heard of Heru? Maybe y'all call him a different name. He does have a different name. He has many different names. I think Horus is another one. Am I right? I can't remember the other ones right now. But he's often depicted as having a human form. And I see we got our 2 winners right here. We got our 2 winners. Y'all, that's right. You know what I mean? That's how we do here. Come on. No. Yeah. Let's clap it up for our winners. Fabian, you are a winner. Akenchie, you are a winner. Heru, yes, has the head of a falcon. Thank you all so much for playing our trivia. Mr. Beatty, thank you so much, brother, for coming on board. Once again, any last thing that you want to tell us before you go back to making beautiful art?
I'm touched. I appreciate this tremendously. This was fun. This was big fun. So much love as always, man.
We're going to bring you back on. Thank you so much for being on here, brother. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we're going to talk again soon.
Definitely. Much love.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right. So next up, we're going to keep it moving. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us. That was Aaron. Special love to Aaron, man. Mr. Aaron Beatty. That was, like I said, that was the man who introduced me to my boy Karan Curtis and got me on this path of street team and all that. And I'm so grateful. We are going to move into our next segment. You know how we do here. We got different segments on the show. And this being the second week of the month, we're going to bring a special correspondent, our boy Fabian Wood. All right, so Fabian, if you're out there, get ready. All right, for our segment called Crosshatch. All right, so we're going to be going live with Fabian for our Crosshatch episode. So hopefully I see two Fabians on here, so hopefully I got the right one. All right. Or I should just say, Fabian, you should send me a request. So hopefully this is the right one. If not, I'm going to go on. I see you, Julian. Thank you, man. Thank you, Moles, for pinning that. I be Aaron Beatty _artist. That is Aaron's page. Go follow him. Fabian, let me see if I got the right one. Do I have the right one? Nope. All right. So I'm going to send you a request from the other one. All right. All right. Boom. Okay. Okay. All right. So just send a request to Fabian to the right one. And we are going on with Crosshatch. I see it. I see it coming through. Oh, what's going on, sir?
Hey.
Welcome
Here
back.
in lockdown. Lockdown Central.
I haven't seen you, and we didn't see you since January, since the first episode of the second season.
Yeah, when it was free.
When you were free.
Yeah, then lockdown happened and everything.
You know what? But like I said, man, at least you're being safe. All right. So that's a beautiful thing. So for the people who may not know, this segment is called Crosshatch. To make it understandable, this is kind of like a version of Amalgam, the monumental moment in comic history, which was a crossover between Marvel and DC, where they took some of the characters and made it into a new character. So what we're going to be doing here, what Fabian is going to do is that he's going to take two characters, two concepts, two worlds, and merge them into one new concept. Fabian, what you got for us today?
Okay. Picture this. Space. The final frontier, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to give you the voyages of the starship Ectoprise. Its mission, to explore strange new worlds, dimensions, and civilizations. To boldly seek out annoying supernatural entities and world-ending paranormal phenomena. Because, you know what? Busting makes them feel good.
I see what you're doing. Okay, I like it. Keep going.
No, it's captained by our intrepid Captain Peter Venkman, and we got the half Vulcan science officer, Egon Spengler. You got the chief science officer Ray Stantz, and you got the Klingon Winston Zedmore. You got your communication specialist Gene Melnick, and other characters as well. And the ship, the Ectoprise, is haunted. It has a green spook that has it out for a captain. No, these intrepid entrepreneurs travel space from the farthest reaches of charter space to and back. They deal with all the supernatural problems other civilizations deal with. So let's say you got your run-of-the-mill Martian moon monster run amok, or you got your undead interdimensional god ceremony went a little bit too went a little awry. You call these people in, and they will deal with your problem faster than a parsec. Wait, parsec is not a measure of distance. Sorry, not a measure of speed. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's melding science fiction and the supernatural. You don't really see that often. So that's what we wanted to do with this one. It was originally supposed to come out when, the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was supposed to come out last year. It was supposed to be a sequel of the Ghostbusters, but obviously with, the thing. A lot of movies get pushed back. But I really think that this concept was worth still bringing up, even though that movie hasn't come out as yet.
I'll be honest with you, Fabian. I think it's genius. So you took Star Trek and merge it with Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
I'll be honest
Starbusters.
with you, right? I gonna be ooh. Listen, all right, you know what? I got my personal opinion on it. I want to hear from y'all because you know how we do. This is for y'all. How are y'all feeling that crosshatch? The first one we did was Spider-Man, Batman. This one, Star Trek meets Ghostbusters. What if those two worlds was to be? What do y'all think? Give us your honest feedback. I love it, and I would watch that. I would love to see that. A sci-fi, supernatural.
Yeah, if you really think about it, like, our Earth has a lot of different like religions, spirits, mythologies. So why then don't other species have that same thing too? If you look at, like Thor and the Asgardians, they were considered gods, and you got like Stargate with the Goa'uld and that sort of stuff. So why can't other species and races have their interdimensional portals, their human sacrifices, their whatever, and you call these guys in to deal with those problems?
And you know what I like
for a reasonable fee. Yeah.
And you know what I like too? It opens up the door for so much storytelling, because one of the things I like about Star Trek is that when they encounter a new race, right, a new civilization, they have sometimes they gotta try to really understand it, figure out what is this. So then you may see the supernatural too. You may see something really crazy. How would they handle we said a Martian a Martian flying monster?
Martian moon beast. Yeah, Martian moon beast.
You know what I mean? Like I'm a big sci-fi space fan. Like I'm more an Enterprise fan than some of the other iterations of Star Trek. And the comedy then of a Ghostbusters tie-in, I could see it like a funny version of Firefly with supernatural stuff. I don't know if y'all. I don't know if you ever watched Firefly.
Shame on you if you haven't.
No, you. I would say you. I don't know if you ever watched it, but that was like it. But Tracy mentioned Stargate Sg1 and Atlantis. I remember the Stargate movie barely, but I never really watched the series.
I binge watched the series. I love the series. I got really invested into it. Like, I grew up with, Next Generation and Star Wars, that sort of stuff. So it came natural for me to like the series. There was a very, very bad cartoon based on Stargate.
For real?
I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, there was a Stargate, Stargate Infinity. It was a cartoon series, and I think it only lasted one season, if so long. And yeah, it was bad.
Somebody mentioned Farscape. Farscape was cool. I had like Farscape. I didn't finish the whole thing, but I thought that this makes me want to go back and watch it again with fresh eyes. I haven't thought about Farscape in a minute.
Yeah, the only other time I've ever seen sci-fi mixed with supernatural, you would have stuff like Doom, or you would have like Event Horizon, but those are like horror based, whereas like Ghostbusters and Star Trek is more like you have comedy into it.
Yeah. You
got these series called, like, if you watch the original Ghostbusters, these were like possession, monsters, demons, apocalyptic things, but always had comedy in it. And I think that extra element makes this Star Busters work.
Well, thank you, Fabian. Excellent work, man. I'm looking forward to the next episode when you come on and match up two more universes. Before you get out of here, tell us one of your favorite monumental moments in comics.
That was the thing. I sent some of them in chat. Like Death of Man, Age of Apocalypse, etc. But I think when they sit back and really think about it, I think the monumental moments are like the small things that go overlooked. I'm talking about like the very first black superhero. When that was published. Lion Man back in I think the 1940s in Negro Comics. That I think is a monumental thing that goes overlooked. The first interracial couple, the first Asian superhero, the first female superhero. Those sorts of moments are in fact monumental because before then it was never done before. and
Right.
instead of trailblaze, for everything else that came after. So I think we should really look at those small moments that were a really big impact culturally and personally for people of, a different race or different ethnicity or,
Yeah.
different sexual orientation. Those speak volumes to those sorts of people. So I think we should focus on those as well.
Well said. Thank you, Fabian. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your
Yeah.
night, and we'll see you again soon.
All
All right, buddy.
Have a good night.
Peace. Look at that. But I tell you, Fabian is a genius, man. And, I appreciate him coming on board. We got another special correspondent coming on. This is a regular segment. This is our weekly segment called In Other News. So you know what that means. We are going live with the one, the only Seth Dalsey. And I don't know, lately, Seth seems to have some kind of issue with me. So hopefully tonight we can have a smooth night. In other news, we're going to give you our weekly dose of pop culture news. So hopefully Seth is ready and he sees the requests, Mr. Dalsey, and we'll have a peaceful, friendly interaction. That's all I can hope for. All right. And don't worry, Tracy. I see your comments, Tracy. I liking them. I peeping them behind there. I trying to stay focused because of the work. Seth, come on in, brother. Where are you? Oh yeah, I see it. Yes, sir. Welcome, man.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Shawn and Alleyne.
Yes. Oh, I'm surprised. Okay, I thought it was good.
You're in. Right?
Just once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Never. In other news, we all know about Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League movie that's coming out in March, right?
Yeah.
But did you know there's a customizable theme, $130 Zack Snyder cut meal box? Whew. That was a mouthful.
I see what you did there. I heard a little bit about it, but what is it?
Yeah, yes, you licorice pill. That's you, Shawn. You can pre-order the meals now, and they'll be available sometime in April. All right.
Okay.
Reports
Okay.
inside are saying there's a variety of Justice League themed foods, like for instance the Ocean Trench appetizer for Aquaman, right?
Okay.
Consisting of a delectable, succulent Icelandic cod with chips and trench dressing, or maybe the Big Belly Burger or the Flash from Flash. Yeah.
Okay.
I have some ideas for some other meals too.
Like what?
You want to hear them?
Yeah. What you got?
Yeah. Brace yourself.
Okay.
I got Death in the Family milkshake made by Batman's Tears.
You just go too far.
Salty. The Flash tea meal, Cosmic Treadmill bean burrito. It will keep you running.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Just can't help. You can't help yourself. Huh?
Right. In further news, WB is offering a package of persons you don't like as well. They're calling it the Wonder Woman 1984 Deluxe.
What?
A mother box load of
Okay. Chill out. I see where you're going. We're about to put the show on YouTube. We can't
I was gonna say shoveling shaving cream. I didn't know he was going.
I don't feel it. That's what you was gonna say.
Well, otherwise, there's also a box that comes with it. In the box, it comes with an action figure. Right? Robin action figure. With the actual character, it does nothing. Right? So it's just empty calories. So you already need it.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
In other news, straight the pages of the Marvel storyline, King of Black. No, everybody knows no. Knows the king is and the ruler of the symbiotes, has bonded, has fused. It was fused with Daredevil and in some kind of unity with with Daredevil. And you know Daredevil is a guy that's a reoccurring source of news and entertainment, right? Entertainment for some.
For some.
Not for all, but for some. I would
For
do
you.
this
For
part.
you.
I would do this part. I would do this part. I would do this part with my eyes closed as a symbol of friendship. All right. So you want to know what happened when No bonded? What No did as soon as he bonded with Daredevil?
What?
I had it over my eyes to hear what he was saying. He walked into a bar.
Well, that ain't bad.
And a table. And a chair.
I done.
And head first into a wall.
Stop.
Right. So no. I could see again. That's one thing Daredevil would never say.
You're going to hell.
Never say that.
You're going to hell. You know he has radar sense, right?
I could know. Anyway, shut up. In other news, WandaVision star Rondell Park is open to a relationship between his character and Jimmy Woo. His character Jimmy Woo and Scott Lang. Right? We all know Scott Lang is Ant-Man, sorry. Right?
Yeah.
Sources are saying that Paul Rudd finds this information stimulating, since his character is already portrayed as a giant a-hole.
Oh my God. No. Moving on. No.
Right.
Stop.
In other news, DC is changing Dark Adam's name.
Dark. You mean Black Adam?
Shawn, that's racist. I said Dark Adam.
What? Wait, how is it racist? His name is Black Adam.
Anyway, they're changing it to G's. They're changing it to something called Shazam. Shazam. Hold on a minute.
He going?
Come here a minute.
What the hell? What the hell? What you doing?
I had to go and strangle the cat just now, fam.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of the most stupid things I ever heard in my life.
Whoa.
They're changing the name. You know what, Shawn? It reminds me, it's as stupid as a square tire.
That's pretty stupid. A square tire. I would say it would be as stupid as a soup sandwich.
Whew.
Like that one?
I would drink or eat to that. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
You know what? It's as stupid as saying that all babies are cute. But why are they still ugly people? Shawn, we want the exclusive. Wait.
I thought we was having a moment just now.
Well, speaking of ugly and stupid, in other news, Disney has recast the role of Vision with Little Uzi Vert, Sir, Scissor, whatever the hell he means.
I don't think that's true.
Next Vision, after he have implanted a $24 million pink diamond on his forehead. Shawn, I want him to go to sleep at night, right, and wake up with it in the sheets. I want him to have paid $25 million for a super glue that didn't work, right? I want him to push a door when he should have pulled it and walk right into the side door, and it just drop off.
I take it that you don't like it.
Pink.
You don't. You feel it.
The only thing that will save this here, right, is that I wish Thanos could come back. I could get all the Dragon Balls, collect them, wish back Thanos, and then so he can react at one scene with Lil Uzi Vert.
Why you always so angry? Why you always so angry? The man got money. If he want to put a diamond in your head, you know what I mean? Like, just saying.
Shawn, and that's why you will always be a son of a bitch.
That seem a little on that. I was about to say that seemed a little unnecessary. I just, you know what? Every time I finish talking to Seth, mine always coming at me for no reason. I need some positive energy in here, man. Going back with Moz. Come back in here, man. Come back in here, Moz. because I don't understand what. I really gotta talk to Seth after this and see what's his problem. What's his I don't know. Jesus Christ. That was in other news with Seth Dawsey. Thank y'all.
And here I am.
Thank you, Mose. Every week is always something with that man. I was trying. You see, I was trying today, right? I was trying to be peaceful. We're gonna keep it moving, man. We're gonna keep it moving. He ain't gonna bring me down.
That Zack Snyder Happy Meal thing though, fam. Like
$100 fam. You want that? You ready? You ready for that? You ready for that life?
No.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep it moving, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving. Thank y'all for joining us. This is the Xion Variety Show every Sunday at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7 on IG Live. Eventually, we will be making that move to the YouTube page. We do have a YouTube page, and if you would follow us, that would be amazing. We appreciate y'all. Moses is about to put the link in there, or you know what? Just look it up afterwards, man. We'll you know, because we don't want you leaving right now. But let's keep it moving. Moses, let's get into our special segment. How does it look? How was it? All right.
Right.
This is the segment of the show where we do a review of something that's coming out. Like we saw a trailer and we're saying, hey, you know, we think that might be interesting. All right, looks like garbage. And then the how was it is a review of something where we actually saw the whole thing. On this portion of how does it look, we recently saw the trailer for a new movie coming out called Boss Level. I don't know if y'all have seen this trailer. Is a movie starring I gotta get my facts together. But Mose, did you see it? You saw it, right?
Yeah, I did see it.
Right. It has, I gotta get the exact name, but my computer running slow. But it has the main star. It has Mel Gibson. And it has the guy who played the Crossbones in
hang on.
In Captain America.
Yeah. So you mean Frank Grillo?
There he is. All right, there he is. Frank Grillo. Okay. And it has a release date of March 5th. And it's going to be on Netflix. Right now it has a 94% rating. I don't know. So basically, it's the story of. It seems to be the story of it's a sci-fi movie, and this guy is a retired special forces soldier who tries to escape a never-ending time loop that results in his death. So it seems to be kind of like a more sci-fi version of Groundhog Day, right? The film was originally announced in 2012 as Continue and was developed by Carnahan, the director, but it didn't move forward. It has some delays, but it's coming out on Hulu. It's going to be released March 5th on Hulu. But for the pirates in the chat, I'm sure y'all will, for the people who don't have Hulu, I'm sure you could get it. It also stars Naomi Watts and Michelle Yeoh. How you say her name again? Michelle Yeoh? Yo? Why am I butchering that?
I don't know it.
I'm a little torn on this one, man. Fam. It looks like it might be good, silly fun, or it might be too silly. It might get too ridiculous. Because the action looks over the top. It's basically a video game. And we all know boss level coming from the video game terminology. When you gotta reach the boss and sometimes you die and you gotta keep fighting the boss over and over and over. I don't know, man. I kind of want to see it. I don't think I'm gonna kill to see it, but I want to see it. What do you think? You don't look impressed, Mos. No. Okay. So you don't want to see it. All right. Okay. Well, moving on then. You know, y'all check it out. Boss Level coming on Hulu March 5th. You know, check the trailer. Tell us what you think. Somebody in the chat said it looks like Tracy said seems more like Tom Cruise sci-fi movie. And yo, Tracy, you are right. I forgot about that movie. That was the one where Tom Cruise kept getting killed.
Dies over and over and over again.
What was the name of that movie?
Can't remember.
Mos, help me out. What was the name of the End of Oblivion or something? It was based on a manga.
Yes, it was. But what was that damn movie?
Edge of Tomorrow, I think it's it.
Right.
What was the name of that? Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, right? That was the name of it.
Yes, it was.
Apparently there's a part 2 coming out of Edge of Tomorrow. You ready for that, Mos? Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see March 5th. We'll see what happens, and we'll do a review of that. So moving on to our second portion of that segment. How does it look? How was it? This is the part where we actually review something that we saw. And so far, every week since it dropped, we have been reviewing WandaVision. All right? So for those of you who may not have seen it yet, don't worry. We're going to keep it spoiler-free, right? Because there was a major bombshell that dropped at the end of this last episode, episode 5.
Skidoosh.
Incredible. And next week, we'll give you time to watch it. But next week, we're going to have all the spoilers and all that type of stuff. By then, you should have watched it. And then we'll do a spoiler-free version of episode 6. All right? But for right now, we're going to keep y'all safe. But all I can say is, as soon as this show is over, as soon as this episode of the Xion Variety Show is over, go watch that. Go watch WandaVision.
Please.
The last 15 seconds. Make my Marvel. Disney, take my soul. You got me. All hail the mighty Mouse.
Why would you even sit? I give me 36 tomorrow. I ain't need none of this shit.
Listen, I gladly do it. Make my Marvel. I'm here for it. They can do no wrong, fam.
Listen,
I forgive y'all for the little slip in Doctor Strange. I forgive y'all for that little slip. Right?
There's a lot of things in this whole movie, in this series. Like, even when the neighbor usually pops over and there was the scene that I shall not even say, even that gives me clues of what is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Remember that scene? That scene in particular, right? When Monica was in base with Jimmy Woo, RC, and they were talking about a person. That's another part of it too, which leads back to something else that happened in Endgame. That's all the clues I'm gonna leave. Right? So
incredible.
It keeps adding, and plus the last minutes with Wanda and Vision. See what it did there, and the very last thing, fam, golden.
Yeah, this is why Marvel is whooping DC's ass, right? Y'all could keep that little flash world. Y'all could keep the little Arrowverse and all that shit. We ain't worried about that over here at the home of Marvel. We ain't worried about that.
All that crossover crap. I ain't even care about none of that. It don't even make sense. I was never ever, honestly to God, I was never ever invested in none of those shows before.
Yeah. Maybe the beginning. I was watching Flash in the beginning, but you see, we see WandaVision right here.
One season of Flash, and that's what's it. The second season was like, this makes no sense.
Didn't need to. Didn't need to. It was nonsense. It was nonsense. I love the slow pace of it. I know some people was upset, like, I want to binge it. I want all the episodes back to back. I don't care. I love it. Give me every week. You know what I mean? Draw it out for me. You know what I mean? Let me take my time with it. Let me get to know it. You know what I mean? WandaVision is that one person, I'm gonna say a particularly woman, but for me a woman, you know, that person that you really care about. You know what I mean? You wanna get to know the likes and the don't likes, you know what I mean? Maybe you even celebrate Valentine's Day with them. You don't normally celebrate Valentine's Day, but it's like, it's important to them. So I'll do it for them. You care about them. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I don't feel like the chick that plays Wanda, to be honest with you. Olsen, one of the Olsens. I wasn't too big of a fan, right? I didn't really like her in the Avengers. You know what I mean? Okay, it is what it is. She wasn't terrible, but you know, I actually like her better with the accent. But what she's doing in WandaVision, love it. The mystery, the horror, the undertones of the horror, the acting, you know what I mean? The back and forth between the world and the real world. It's incredible. Can't tell me nothing. And for the people that was like, it's too slow pace, I need it now and stuff like that. This is what you got to, y'all from the microwave generation. You know what I mean? You got to take your time and let it build. You know what I mean? A little foreplay. You know what I mean? Y'all just want to be wham, bam, thank you, bam, get in there. No. You know what I mean? You got to take your time with it, fam. I'm sold. And I cannot wait till next week to really get into the spoilers and talk about what happened in the last few seconds. All my people, y'all know, don't put it in the chat. We ain't going to give away nothing for the people who may not have seen it. You know what I mean?
Please don't.
But that just opened up the worlds and universes of Marvel, which I think it's safe to say that everybody knows that it's going to go into the Doctor Strange 2, right?
Yeah. Multiverse.
I think it's called Multiverse of Madness.
It was always going to be like that, and she is
the genius.
Start in the movie also. So it's fair to say that isn't a spoiler. It should be common knowledge by now.
It's freaking genius. For those of you who may not be watching WandaVision, what are y'all doing? And get your life together, all right?
Listen, but that last scene, I was like this.
I was praying that nobody spoiled it for me. This is why I'm so worried about spoiling for somebody else. Because I saw it, so, my boy hit me up. He was like, yo, you gotta see this ending. I was like, yo, don't say nothing, fam. I didn't see it yet. You know what I mean? So I was nervous that I was going to see something online, and I was amazed. It was incredible. And this is props. We'll talk about it next week, but props for the writing, because they could have just went one way with it, but in one simple sentence, they explained everything and made it the perfect sandwich.
One sentence explained it all.
I can't get enough. We're going to be talking about it again next week. WandaVision, highly recommended. This episode for me was a 10 out of 10. I said it. And you know me, man. I stingy with my 10s. I can't just be throwing 10s over here willy-nilly for everybody. You know what I mean? But I got to give it a 10 out of 10, fam.
Hey, I agree.
I like when we're in agreement, fam. You see, this is the positive energy I was talking about. We both wearing green. It's your birthday tomorrow. That thing with Seth, you know what I mean? I like this. I like when we clicking. You know what I mean? We don't need to always be team Shiz, team Mo's. You know what I mean? Like
Seth is.
He's an angry, bitter man. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Moving on. I feel like that was the wrong segue, fam. Because we're about to get into the Phantom Zone. We're about to go into the Phantom Zone. And in the Phantom Zone, we got a little tense in here. We got a little angry.
Honestly, you should have went into the Phantom Zone immediately after the set, so you could get all that frustration. Well, you should.
But that was the thing. you see, I need some positivity when I finish talking to Seth. I need something to lift my spirits, man. And you know, that's
you're going to be positive when you talk about something negative, like we're going to talk about in the time zone. So if we do a share with the same environment.
Oh, 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 uh-huh. We are here, people. We are in the murky depths of the Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone is a segment of the show where we take something that we are over with, we are done with, and we toss it away. Get out of here, you! Alright? Things like Wonder Woman 1984, things like Batman's plot armor, they are all residents of the Phantom Zone. And on today's segment, Mose, what are you throwing into the Phantom Zone?
The dumb things that comic book goers or watchers or readers do in real life.
Talk to me.
There was this, like, back in the day where this guy, you might help me remember on this one, Shawn, because you know you might be sharp on these things. Where this guy actually wanted to be a real life superhero, like Kick-Ass.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Going around doing the same thing, think he is actually going to be like the next Batman or something.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, really realize, right, that life doesn't work like that. That's just stupid. One. And then, recently, like what Seth said earlier, when you have too much money and nothing to do with your money, you do dumb shit. Lil Uzi Vert put a $24 million diamond, not a ruby, not anything else, a diamond, right here, right here. Why? To flex on the other rapper? To do what? Because he can. There's so much people who need 24K, big man. I need 24K. Other people need a 24K to do something else differently.
24 million.
Even worse, 24 million. I would love to have 24 million in my bank account, sitting, waiting for me to actually do projects with, waiting to actually help other people to do things with, like feed families, help people who are actually in aid with this whole COVID situation. Other things that make sense. This jackass can put a damn $24 million in the middle of his damn head and say, "Oh, the kid stand." No, this fucker did this. Look.
Yeah. Right.
All this stuff.
So you're saying that this man shouldn't show his love for comic books and the love of the vision. You and Seth sound like haters. That's what y'all sound like. Y'all sound like haters. All right.
Understand me. There's a point where there's things that make sense and things that does not. You can take your money and do something else worthwhile with it, fine. Seriously. Well, that 24 million can help a lot of people, especially in this time. Especially when in this whole point of even COVID, people don't have jobs, people don't have proper homes to go to, people don't have food. You can help people feed some of that money. But now you can stand because it's the best thing you can do. Because you ain't got nothing else to do your money. In fact, I can't tell you what to do with your money. That was wrong with me technically. But still, I still think it's stupid for you to do something you can pierce your forehead.
Yeah.
The diamond.
Seems there's a lot of hating here. Tracy said he sounds like a rejected gem from the Steven universe. Hilarious. And the vigilante is Phoenix Jones. Phoenix Jones was a vigilante from Texas, and he built a secret lair in a comic book shop. And he actually he made a costume, and he would actually go and patrol the streets as a mass vigilante to catch people. Unfortunately, Phoenix Jones got the bricks beat out of him, and I think it ended his career. I'm not sure if he's still out there, but he had inspired a whole team of people. But what gets me with that is what's going to happen when it becomes too much like the comic book world and he inspires supervillains. I don't think that they really thought it through properly, right?
Nah.
But
Nah.
Okay, Moss, you on side. So people who take comic book world too literal,
Literally.
Lil Uzi Vert, my man Phoenix out here just trying to save people. They going into the Phantom Zone.
Yep.
You harsh, fam. You
Don't give a
harsh.
damn. You know what? I am a horseman. I am vengeance.
Makes sense. Makes sense. The horsemen always got issues. Something always going on with the horsemen.
Don't even go there. I heard you. I heard you.
Sorry. The horsemen. My fault.
I heard you.
Sorry.
You know what's that's what it hurts me sometimes. Looking at I know sometimes. If you want to be like that,
don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Then don't call us the horsemen, because we never did anything to you. Period.
You're right. I apologize. My fault. All right. You know what? Let's get this back positive, man. We ain't here. We ain't in the Phantom Zone. We ain't in the Phantom Zone too long, man. Let's get out of here. Let's go into our next segment, which is going to be our artist spotlight. Let's spotlight some. Let's show some love. All right. Let's show some love, man.
And to other people who probably wouldn't know about these different individuals who are out here doing some good work. Good damn work. What is that? So yeah, who you got, Sean?
First up, I'm going with an artist by the name of Tim Nicholas Art. Well, his name is Tim Nicholas, but his page is boom. Let's see here. TimNicklas. It should be boom. All right. Saw his art recently and was blown away. Incredible stuff. Really colorful, cartoon quality. And when I say cartoon, I don't mean like cartoonish, like kitty. I mean in terms of like it looked like it could be straight from an animated movie. So go check him out. Want to say shout out to him and the work that he's doing. Yeah, you like that stuff, man? Come on, man. You know me, man. I don't recommend garbage, bro. I don't recommend garbage. Next one. Damali Shed. Damali's Head. DAMALISHED. Who we mentioned earlier in the show. For those of you who may have heard the interview with Aaron, this is his daughter. 23 years old. Incredible. And she also has a book out. She did a comic book while she was for her thesis in college. And it's beautiful. And I strongly recommend y'all follow her and you go support her and get her book.
Done deal.
That's who I'm following. That's who I'm recommending in this artist spotlight. Mose, who you got?
Yeah, so keeping in theme of the February, yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
That's what Seth said.
Right. I want to highlight two Nubian or Black artists. I probably did it before, but I'm doing it again for those who don't know who they are. So first one for me is Chris Copeland.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Chris is a beast.
Yes, he is a beast. One, he is a director at, if I am correctly, he's a director at DreamWorks Animation. So he is also he's a fan of all things comics, and he is a Black dude in animation.
Right on.
Him and his brother also Justin actually have they had something. I think Afro Comic Con actually interviewed them sometime before.
Okay.
So they were actually talking about the stuff that we were doing together. So I even though it was since October, but anyway, I probably might want to check out later on and let y'all know. But Chris is doing some good stuff over there, and y'all should go follow him. That's just one
Okay.
guy.
All right.
My second is Clayton Henry. Right?
Oh, yeah. Clayton
Um,
Henry. He's a boss.
yeah, he's a boss. Even though you might say, "Ooh, Clayton Henry," that don't sound like a white guy. That sounds like a white guy's name, but it's not a white guy. It is a black guy for sure. Clayton Henry has been drawing for a long time. I've seen him do some stuff for X-Men and from Marvel. His stuff is
He
great.
drew the Wu-Tang comic book, the first Wu-Tang comic book when it came out.
Yeah. See, only takes a black guy to understand us. So there you go.
It's been around. Good work. Go check those guys out here at Xion. You know what it's all about. It's all about showing the love. We're coming out to the end of our episode. We got a few more things for y'all. This is something that we haven't done in a while. This is our segment. What's on the table? Get the tables. Where me and Mose, we share some of the work that we got going on. You know what I mean? Just a little something. I can't show too much, right? But in recognition of February, right? In celebration of February, what I wanted to do was show some of the inks that I did over Akinshie's artwork. So Akinshie, who was a former guest on the show, he approached me. He said, "Hey, Shawn, I want to enter February. Want to show some support. Would you be cool with how you feel about inking some of my work?" And you know, Akinshie is a master draftsman. He's some person who I look up to.
Go on, follow.
He's some person who I look up to, and it was an honor for me to ink his work. So I'm going to show some of this right now, and some of the characters. So this is, let me get rid of some of the shadow right here. So this is Ayana from Tuskegee Airs. Akinshie, he has the originals of the pencils. I light box, and I ink. So you know, these are like my original inks. But I wish y'all could see his original pencils because he left enough room for it to be a collaboration. It wasn't just inking over his pencils. Like it was really a chance for me to explore and add some of my own style. This is Messi, I think is his name, from a book called Day of Black. It's about a vampire who lives in a city in Texas, which is so polluted. The sky is so black he can actually walk day and night. All right. So like Aaron was saying, this is a chance for people to really explore, find out some new characters, some new books. This is something I have to finish inking right here. I got to do the here. This is Maddie from Maddie's Rocket. That's another amazing. So right here, actually, so you're going to get a treat. This is the newest one I'm inking. This one right here, this is one of the so this is the original pencils from Akinshie. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is the original pencils right here. What I did, I light boxed it, and I'm going to add my own inks. And I add my inks and some little touches. There's a few things that I'm going to do to make it, to give it that Shawn Alleyne flair. You know what I mean? That Shawn Alleyne thing. And last, one of my favorite pieces. So this right here is a character from a book called Route 3. I think his name is Shawn. Can't remember the last name of the character. So that was real fun to do. I like doing smoke and swirls.
Yeah, I know you do.
You do? Okay, this is the thing. And right here, the character called Heru. So you can see all of this on my page, Pyroglyphics 1, and I included the final, because what Akinshie did, he came back and he added some gray tones and colors. Go check out my page. You'll see the colors, the inks, and the pencils, just to give y'all that in-depth look. What you got, Mose? What you working on this week?
All right. So I think I can tease them with something a little more. Again, in
Ooh,
the
oh,
archives,
oh.
I think in the archives is the most lap, and showing us something that you and I will be working on very
Okay,
soon.
okay, all right. I'm intrigued. Talk to me.
This right because it's pretty special to me. This is what I'm working on, fam.
Oh, you already know.
Yep.
You
It's
already know.
called Heck.
Okay.
It's I don't really want to go into too much detail, but it's gonna be it's the acronym is HEX. It is Hostile Entity Extermination, and these different individuals you see here, minus the light kind of messing it up, are some of the character designs I'm working on for the heroes and what it's supposed to be. And yes, everything is based on the island of Barbados, and it's, dare I say it, legend and folklore. Yeah,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it.
So here
I
we
can't
are,
wait.
because I trying to figure out which one goes best here, because like I do like two versions of each character. Yeah. So there's the other version of that character, one without the scars, one with the scars. Well, since it's black, because you can't really tell, because her hair is actually longer than the other one. This one is shorter, this one is longer.
Mhm.
Yeah. So her hair is just refined here. Hers is a little bit more messy. And yeah, can't tell again because he has like a more like the afro, like her hair is curly. And here's one of the other characters. So yeah, just
I like that. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah, for sure. So that's what I've been working on for a good little while. So I figured I just keep in with the time and everything, and just trying to work on stuff a little bit. Just get a little
I
sneak
know you're a
peek.
busy man. I know you're a
Yeah.
busy man. So but thanks for sharing, brother. What are y'all working on this week? You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all got some creative stuff going on. Um, whether it's writing, whether it's art, whatever it is, you know, we want to see it. We are going to be working on something where we invite more people onto the show. It's going to be an extension of Moses' show, the after show, because we want to give everybody a chance to showcase this stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know, hopefully being creative and working on some stuff. But we are at the end of our episode. Can't believe
Believe it
it.
or
Time
not.
flies.
Believe it or not.
Thank y'all for being here with us for another week. We will be back next week, God willing, 5 p.m., same bat time, same bat channel, all that good stuff. Before we get out of here, I just want to say, as always, before that, I want to remind you about the February challenge, which is a daily prompt art challenge in the month for the whole month of February. Go to
Right.
the official February page. Moles, if you could put that in there for me, please. Go follow that page. That's why we're not doing verses this. We're not doing any verses
Yeah.
for the whole month of February. You know, normally every week we pick two people against each other. We did Iron Fist versus Ryu. We did King Kong versus Godzilla, all that stuff. But we're not doing any drawing challenge for this month so that y'all can work on February. But yeah, so on the way out, I just want to say, as always, thank you for being here. You guys are what makes this so special for me and why we keep doing this every week. Shout out to all the people behind the scenes, Glenn, Prime Minister, Jason, you Moors. Shout out to our special correspondents for this week, for this episode, Seth and Fabian. Unfortunately, Antonio, who is a weekly fixture of the show, he couldn't join us for this week. Got to take care of some things, but he will be back next week, along with our other special correspondent, Troy Skeet, who will be doing his Let Me Explain segment. So yeah,
Looking forward to that.
we got stuff percolating. We got stuff, y'all. Moors, you ready to get out of here, man? I know you don't want to leave, but you know, you ready?
Not really. But hey, you know how it is. Also, just to add to that, go follow us on Instagram, because we had not Instagram. Sorry, go follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
We have, as you know, we are launching some more stuff coming soon, and we will be uploading the videos that you see here. These videos also to the channel. So soon, just go like, subscribe, and share with everyone that you know that who probably like comic stuff, same thing that you do. And if you don't, still share it because you never know, it might reach to somebody that will probably do. So yeah. And so tomorrow, as being my birthday tomorrow, so
Happy birthday again, brother, in advance. Woo-hoo!
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. Doing nothing because I work too damn hard, so I rather sit and chill for a while. And yeah, that's it for me. Before I go, as usual, be safe, be creative, be you.
Right? And just because Tracy asked for it, he said no closing roast.
There you go.
Tracy lost a mud wrestling competition to a pregnant pig. Boom. I saw it. I'm out. Later, y'all.